Hey guys, this is Holden or I is a Weird here, and there we go. Gonna continue the custom game. I'm not sure what else I want to go for, but I'm thinking about continuing the custom game. So I've turned 16 right here, and just get started. So last time I left off, I believe I found green. Blue is chasing me. And green is on this tiny island. I don't know if they built a bridge over here. I would assume they would. I could build one right here too. Oops, that's no right there. So right now I just mostly got to deal with this, because I have the gun turret here, and the gun turret will take care of it. Let's see, I want to make sure of the building area. That's being built, that's good. Habitat's coming. Alright. So, alright, that needs to be moved. I'm actually going to bring this out over here so I can try to see what's going on over there. See if I can figure out which faction they're a part of. Oops, I didn't mean to click right there. Make sure we get that patched up. Actually, I'll just go this way anyway. I believe I had alright, 40. That's getting built. Alright. Yep, and I figure that's also another good reason why the 2 hits can be important. That can take another 2 shots rather than just another shot. Alright, so by the time that scout gets in here, I can use these scouts to intercept. Nothing's new in the building front. I am getting more engineers, or bulldozer first then engineers, so I can expand more with turrets and storage facility. Sorry, I meant to say plural there. Actually, I got a gun turret there. That covers that. Still not sure what that button is. I have a hot seat game going right now too, and I don't see the manual button there when I click on combat related things. Okay, that's what that does. Reaction fire off. Okay, that makes sense. So manual just turns off the automatic fire, because usually pretty much everything in this game, if it's 2 units that can shoot each other at range, whoever I think it's usually whoever steps into the range of the other person first shoots, or if they're both they're both in range of each other and there's no like no shots or they can't move or whatever, then they water platforms. That's what I figured. Something like that. Whoa, I don't know how my mouse just clicked to there half the screen. Surveyor will be fine. Alright, let's clean this up. What am I looking at here? Not much mining stations this way. There's usually a mining. I don't believe I've mentioned it before. Usually, if you see a building like this, there's another triangular shaped one as well, but usually if you see one of these in the alien units, there's usually a mining station around the vicinity of it. It's usually not, right like just outside. It's usually it can be like just out of like I'd say 4 to 5 squares off any corner. It's usually in like kinda, this general area right here around it. Just because usually if you want to find a horse in a mining station spot, usually you can find one around Alien. compact? Not sure what to call it, but actually I put a storage unit right here. Actually, I want to put everything in here. I need a supply truck actually first. Because what I'm going to do with, because I make 40 a turn, and all my constructors are pretty much, busy. Actually, hold on, if that's the case, I can do this. I'm going to speed it up. And what I want to do is bring this supply truck over here, so that way when the bulldozer does its job, I can get the raw material from it. And I can just put it in the supply truck. So I'm actually not going to put all of it in there. I'm going to do something like that. Now, in case you guys are wondering why I turned on the sound finally. It turns out when it looked last video, I didn't have any of the sound turned on. So you guys can now finally hear the game. And I turned on the music too. Usually I'd leave the music off because it always feels like such a weird noise to hear. Like it just comes out of nowhere and it makes a noise, and then I really don't hear the sound of it. I think it's supposed to be more subtle, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but alright, there's another gold refinery. That's gonna be a raw material station. Yeah, a lot of my mining stations are spread out. Like the other 3 are over here. So once I do that, get connectors, and start connecting over to these 3. And I really do need to I want to start getting my light vehicle and heavy vehicle plants up and get the research centers. We're gonna need an air units plant too. That looks like a normal missile crawler. Ayer's hand would have 11 range. Tank's normal too. Scanner's normal. Alright, I'm seeing a power generator, but it's not on. And there's just a road here. Okay. Alright, so it looks like it's down right. There's not really any mining stations over here other than this one I picked up earlier. Alright, I'll get around to building anti-aircraft guns later. Not too later, but when I think it's appropriate enough. They didn't do anything to that. I might be able to see the mining station if we get close enough. Okay. Wait, okay, so they have extra gun turrets. Because gun turrets are normally 16 attack. 24, hold on. I feel like I know the attack is definitely lower, so hold on. Here's a regular old gun turret. 16, 12, 24 are mostly the important things I'm noticing here. And this one Okay, this is the 7 Knights. Both Musashi and, like I discussed earlier when I was talking in the last video, I was talking about the clans. Plus 4 attack of the gun turret, 2 armor, 4 hits for the gun turrets. That's got 4 over the base of the normal 16 right here. And it looks like they've added armor and the hits, because just like the Musashi and similar to the Musashi and the tanks, 5 per upgrade. Ooh, and they've got a mine layer. I'm sure they're building granite water platforms though. I mean, there's scan. Technically have 1 scan. Alright. It might not be too hard to breach in my opinion, but... Alright, engineer, I'll bring this back to 6, and I'm going to start repeating this for a little while. Because if I keep generating more and more resources over time, I can more rapidly get single square structures built around, like the more turrets, more roads, connectors, things like that. So I'm gonna just keep pumping out engineers for right now. Don't have a fuel tank. Could actually start storing that, wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's get down there. I'm gonna need to start getting roads in if I have the time. But if I have air transports, that sort of negates having to get so many roads. Well, the roads are really helpful. They're really basic, but it's really nice. Effectively, it's like the bridge in a way, where all of your roads are kind of like 2 movement per 1 square, because normally you move 1. You know, you move here, that's just 1 movement. But a road kind of turns that into like a half per square instead of just normally 1 per square, or diagonal. It sometimes turns diagonals to just 1. Because sometimes when you see diagonal movement, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. So, roads are mostly just easier transport. So, bulldozers work by once you go over to where the raw material is, you hit remove, you click on it and hit remove, or hit 0 on your keyboard or numpad, and then it'll say it'll take the number of turns. It's always 1 turn or 4 turns. 1 turn if it's just a single square, and 4 turns if it's a like a mining station. The yields, it tends to go between 7 to 30. I've had even ones that look like, you know, there's not much. Like this one over here looks like there's more over here, but this one could yield a full 30, and this one could yield just 7. So it really, I don't know how the yield is determined, even though play this a lot, but I still wouldn't know how. I don't know how it's determined. It just comes up with a number that it feels like coming up with. It's usually between 7 to 30 per haul, I guess. So that was 18, not bad. And with bulldozers, I can just put it into a supply truck or back into the mining station, and you know, it's basically free raw material. If you're successful, then congratulations, you get more raw material. Alright, so I'm actually gonna get you to build an air units plant. I don't want to move the constructor again, so I'm going to transfer into here just to get the other 12 there. And alright, that'll be fine. I'll kind of show a road. I'll just slam it down to not waste time. Alright, so that is complete. Let's start getting this over. I need to figure out where. I believe I found out where blue was. I know blue is up here somewhere. be honest, this music's actually pretty good. I don't know if they have the soundtrack I can download. I kind of ran into a collided in terms of overlapping with this, but this is art for the surveyor. Usually they don't overlap like this, but oh well. I'll just go that way. And I'll come around here eventually. Yeah, so I can get a little... Yep. That's 7 knights. Yep, that's got 9 range, 18 attack instead of 16 attack and 8 range. And the radar's got 20 scan. It's funny, they sought to improve the gun turret, but they didn't. Usually, the gun turret with the 7 Knights in Musashi is fine as it is until you need to upgrade it for later. It's usually one of those structures that you can hold off upgrading. Like usually early, if I have enough gold in my upgrades before you go into the game, I'll put something in the radar. Because that you don't have to build as many radars, you can see more right off. So I'm definitely gonna get this area, but otherwise, usually don't like. A lot of the turrets are usually fine when they first start off. Anti-aircraft is a little weak in a way, partially because the attack's not that great. The range can be an issue because even like you can just maneuver aircraft around the anti-air. You built that turret there, but I should move around with my planes. But really, if I want to take out green, what they have right here, I'm thinking, I can't really land a beachhead, with my boats or anything. This radar can see me, so whatever, right? But they've got a mine layer, which is concerning. I don't know where they've planted mines, because if I get close, I'll get blasted to death. They've only got one anti-air turret that I can see. Does it actually have materials under it? I'm starting to think this expert AI is not really that expert. Can I call them clueless? This looks off. Like, I've had situations before where I don't have a mining station on, I just have to wait one turn for a connector or something. As not the biggest deal in the world if you lose just one turn. Sometimes it could be in some situations, but I don't know what's going on here. If that's a depot, that'd be okay, because you just enter through the depot and then enter out, but this looks weird. I don't know what's going on here. Alright. Let's clear that. Send the supply trucks over. Yeah. Like, it's funny, I can take a lot of the time with my turns, but somehow the AI still is going. Which is what I find kind of funny. Alright. It looks like they're building a bridge over. Okay. They're gonna start bringing this over, and they're gonna start bringing their land forces over. Wait, that gives me an idea, actually. Alright. You over here. I want you over here, actually, too. I don't know if some of you might be able to figure out what I'm planning here right now. I don't exactly have the greatest military. So the plan is hold, because that tank is going to be the problem. More than anything. And this scout, I need to make sure where blue is so I don't get, scout flanked again. is I want to use this shipyard, maybe build another one later, and launch a naval invasion, which is kind of continuing that thing I mentioned earlier about how am I going to deal with green. It's going to have to be right now a naval invasion. Mostly I don't see any artillery or missile launchers, so overall I'm thinking the best strategy is going to be gunboats. I'll get a corvette to watch my shipyard for a submarine attack just in case, but right now it's going to be gunboats because they look like they're trying to come over here, and I explained probably what this is for. Probably to put the missile crawler or just leave something else on here. Because I don't think I'll be able to get that depot back in time. Actually, hold on. I may as well do this now while I have the chime. Because even if I can get a gun turret in the way, then I can, because it's going to take 1, 2, 3, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 turns. So it gives me time to pull in artillery. And I mean, the missile crawler with the scanner will shoot at that, but that will stop the tank from coming. I'm not seeing the scanner though, which is good. If they will bring that scanner with them, there's no point in bringing the missile crawler over. Because I can just... Alright, so it's going to be 5 turns. I am on the clock here a little bit. Not sure why they're bringing the... Hold on. Okay. Alright, good. My only problem is I don't want to go for this one first, even though it's further out. I'm not really going to be able to use this and then use those for a naval assault because that's, well, really far away. I need how much for the... Alright, at least 32. Alright, that's gonna take no time at all here. Alright, get back out there. I don't know what they're doing. Or I guess this one only was 4 because they're not building the bridge. I guess that means I could actually get closer and build a more expensive turret. It's kind of my best shot here, actually. I'm gonna build a more expensive turret. Maybe a missile launcher, actually. And start launching missiles out, or at least if I can, I guess, cut off any real, like any easy access for them into my complex, then I can just keep them in a corner until I have the means to attack them. Should be really nice, actually. Alright, so once I get this done, I don't want to worry about the dock. I'm just going to bring these over and get more They use that for a research center, use that for mining station, so on and so forth. Because I can even plant a radar right there and just... Is it building a bridge right there? Because I can actually take that out with the scout. I mean, even this can't see it. I'm running out of storage. I need to slam some more down here. I'm going over my limit here. I haven't built any fuel. I think I built one fuel tank and a gold vault just to... No, just a fuel tank. I actually think, yeah, pretty sure I can go in there unless they get you. Because right there, I can shoot and they won't be able to do anything about it. So if I move right here, actually right here might be good. Let's see, if I build 1, 2, 3, this is what, 11? So like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then start curving kind of like that. I may be able to pretty much only isolate them to this. That's why I want to move up a little bit. I won't be able to hit their buildings, but I'll be able to pretty much kill that little bridgeway they made. Alright, I'm gonna have to jump the gun here a little bit. So it'll take roughly, by the time I finish this artillery, it'll be too late for him. Well, maybe it's just because I have it on rich is why there's usually a mining station right here, I guess, but it just seems like there's always usually one nearby. Let's get a gun chart actually right there. Cover that whole section. Actually, I'm gonna branch out with this. Over here. Could actually start getting roads. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the roads. Let's make one long pathway. Because I need to bring constructors over this way anyway, so I may as well speed it up. Okay, so I'm not up in this little spot. I'm thinking there might be more over this way, because they could have just come the scout up this way and then come in that way. Because they still need to connect the bridge here. That moved just in time. Wait, that's Gray Scout. Oh, I must have missed something. Yeah, alright, I got close enough. Whoops, I misplayed that. How's it not getting shot at? I'm actually confused about that a little. Why are they not shooting at that? I feel like I'm getting betrayed. Or it's kind of like where they're all teaming up, I guess, because I'm, you know, the whole AI beat up the human player situation. That's basically present in every Red Alert game, or most Command and Conquer games. I think if you're playing a skirmish and you kill the last, or you kill one AI, pretty much every AI will beat you up. Or even if there's like a mode in Red Alert 2 for battle where you can freely ally with other players, they'll all automatically be allied against you. It's annoying. Because that should be dead right now. Auto fire should have gone off and already killed it. I guess not. Because until they bring that scanner up, like they could have built a bridge right here, and the missile crawler would do a lot more. But I am going to isolate them right now. I'm going to build an artillery, and that'll at least. Alright, now they're building that. I think that might complete it. They won't be able to get to me in time anyway. They'll still need another turn. Yeah, and there's also the thing of bridges have scan too technically, but that's not what tipped them off first time. Yeah, at this point I'm pretty sure Gray should be gone. Because when you lose the whenever a player is defeated off the game, screen will pop up kind of like the you finish the game, or like a game over screen when you finish a training mission, where it'll say, you know, your name and then all the stats, and it'll say okay to continue. It's like that when you eliminate somebody from the game. But I swear there must be something of Gray's that still lives on somewhere else, because that surveyor would not qualify. And I'll kind of refer to Age of Empires in this way. Like, it's usually in the second game, if they have towers, just walls, and it's like if anything that's like not a villager, anything that's like not, if it's like towers, walls don't count, fishing ships don't count. Like if it's like a tower or like a non-combat building or unit, then you know that doesn't count toward them. You know that you conquer them because they've just got scraps that can't really hurt you at all. In this game, in this situation, a surveyor is the biggest threat to me, I guess. But it looks like that should be safe enough for it to move, I think. Maybe not. Still not moving now. Gives me time. Oh, they're building the bridge there even though they can't go diagonally. Alright, good, you're done. Thing is, I haven't seen a shipyard over here. And I don't know if there's a shipyard over here. So I am going to do the Corvette and then get the gunboats. I think one of the harder things is about where you want to place your how you want your base to be structured. I feel like I want to say that's kind of up to you, the player, in this. If you want it to be really organized, you want it to look like a mess, you know, situations like that. Alright, I'm gonna have the constructor repeat. Let's put connectors over. I feel like I wanted a power station first, but I want to start getting a trading hall. I'm gonna rush that because I've kind of got something. I've got a good idea here. What I plan to do with these vehicles is I'd have to get them over to someone's. You know, I'm gonna have to cross the ocean to cross the ocean to get to green or blue. They built me a bridge, so I can just take this, plow right in, take a couple shots from a gun turret, and still wipe them out. So they're giving me an opportunity to invade them, which actually is kind of funny, because this will be ready. Okay, that covers it a lot really nicely. And this effectively acts as my radar right now. Although I'd like a stationary one, that'd be better. I'm gonna use this spot as a little forward post, kind of like a staging area. And this raw material I have here can just supply the engineer with what it needs to hold them off. So I want to get gun turrets along this line here, at least for now. Oh my god, I hear my cat, it's just going off. I know you guys can't hear it, but I know I can. Another. Alright, it's over there. So that's not too. Ah, shit. Alright. Oh, that's good, there's one over there. So it's sorta right? That's gonna die though. That's a definite. Actually, wait. Alt F. Alright. Okay. So what I'm doing there is, hopefully the plan is if oh, and then just hit the key. See, on the laptop I have the little buttons. It's like, you know, it's the brightness, the volume button. So I have to hold the function key and then hit it to get the actual F3, F4. Because, you know, laptops, you have to have the easy buttons to push your volume up. But then sometimes my laptop will let F8, or like, you know, F5 is usually like a, I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a phone button on my laptop. So I'd have to hold FN, F5 to get the regular F5. Or else I'd be hitting whatever the hell this phone is. No, wait. Looks like a trackpad, I think. Alright. But then sometimes a laptop will reverse it. So I can just hit that for F5 and then have to hit function for the laptop function. So I might not be able to get, when I mention that, is I might not be able to get this reaction time as good as I want to if I have to do something else really quick. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on this actually. Just go. Because I know the... Go, 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 go. Because the surveyor is completely amphibious. You can outrun them. Like scouts, they take way longer to see. It takes them. Yep, can cross water without a bridge, but is faster on land. And they're not Sigurd 8s or Von Griffin because they don't have extra stats up here. They don't have the 14 attack or speed they normally do. I'm gonna have to avoid surveying that way because, well, you know, getting shot at's not what I had in mind. Alright, I should stop doing it right there. It might be over here in this large area. I'm gonna search this area. As I've heard also mentioned, there is some water up here, but up here is where it stops. You can't get gunboats or pretty much, you know, sea units past this spot. So this up here becomes its own like naval theater. Which, if someone is over here, or even on this island, you can kind of use a shipyard up here to control like this whole northern side. So if you are here, having this under control means you have a place to run away to, and also they can't flank you from up here. And you can also even control like this bridgeway if your units have long enough range. And this island's kind of like a protection from, you know, well, it won't really do much if they come up here, but it kind of helps from, you know, going into the sole of my shoe. But I'm trying to figure out what they're waiting for. Are they waiting for me to come? Because it pretty much looks like a stalemate at this point between us. Just get in there. Alright, so they will be able to shoot my shipyard unimpeded. But I have turrets enough everywhere to not, they can't get into my base without getting through my turrets. So I can build this at 4 turns and they still won't be able to hit landfall or get there fast enough. So I'll be able to, oops, I mean to click there. I'll be able to protect myself. Don't worry. That's what this is starting to be over here. That'll protect that. I don't want to backtrack. I mean, I actually could. Hold on. Being a little ballsy right here. Because I know they can't get to me in time. They'd have to go all the way up here. So, actually just stay right there. Just go leave that right there. Alright, so they might be over here. Might. I have 3 turns before that gets built. Corvettes can't shoot at anything that's on the water or on the coast. So it will be able to take down the scouts if the gun turrets don't murder them first. Are they back here at all? I'm not sure. May as well take this down. I'm still not sure what they're up to, but alright, 1 turn to clear that site. Good. Good. 1 turn. I'm gonna get a barracks built. Barracks are basically just pulse infiltrators and infiltrate units. It's kind of like the depot and the hangar and the dock to, you know, land units, air units, and sea units. But this is also one of the reasons I picked Von Griffin right here. The better infiltrators cost less. You see the extra scan and speed. And it's 1 turn less, so I get to get him earlier. And it only costs 1 raw material because you can't rush the building cost. Because I feel like that'd be kind of overpowered in some cases. The infantry not as much because they're really easy to kill, but you could mass swarm your enemy. You know, Zerg rush. You know. I can't do a good Zerg impression, don't hurt me. But the infiltrators I think would be the more problematic part of that, because you'd be able to disable and steal everything they owned if you were allowed to build infiltrators at like twice the speed or something. Alright, full 30. And that is the power of the bulldozer. Free raw material. For only 15 raw material, so once that thing gets over 15, you're broken even with it. It's also really great when you're, you know, like how I just cleaned up pretty much all that wreckage. I can now build there, and if you do well, and you know, you're taking out someone's complex, and you need, you know, raw material for your supply trucks or cargo ships, you can even use bulldozers to give them raw material, or even build a water platform in the sea with an engineer on like a sea that you have on a sea transport, for example. Put the bulldozer on there. That, you know, because at that point you just have a supply truck in there already full anyway, usually in most cases. But yeah, you can still use the bulldozer to, like, if it's about to leave your shipyard port, or, you know, just bulldozers are helpful, is what I'm saying. They're a nice little utility. Like, even if your base is getting destroyed, you can salvage your own base. It's nice. Alright, so this is the Corvette. So you can see it spinning. These are its stats normally. Pretty sure Von Griffin does not get any bonus statistics with it. As you can see in the description here, it's they can attack any unit, but they're mostly anti-submarine or anti-anything underwater. Because personnel carriers can go underwater too, which can hide them, and you can kind of stealthily put infiltrators on enemy shores. Because you have your personnel carrier go underwater. By the way, that thing is amphibious. And corvettes can detect them and start, you know, alert them to enemies. Won't be able to do too much damage, but it'll hurt. But because submarines have such low armor, the whole point of corvettes is mostly to, that's why, you know, because you won't be able to hurt a gunboat with that thing. Barely. You'd barely nick it. And most other boats could run away before a corvette could even do any real damage to it. So, you know, it's mostly for killing submarines. Although it's also useful to detect other underwater threats. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything over here. We go down more. I'm starting to think they're over maybe in this little section. Or they're back over here. Because it'd be stupid if all the AI spawned in this little area down here. Alright, let's bring that up again. There we go, that's what I'm like talking about. Okay, so that is on. They do have a habitat. Looks like they might be building a dock or a shipyard. I'm not sure why these buttons aren't working. Normally what you can do with these buttons is scroll up and down for the big build. Usually you can reorder them. Like, you can tell the gunboat to be pushed up. But what I'm gonna do is build a submarine. And because if the only way submarines can be targeted, as the description, corvettes, other submarines, or ground attack planes. Other attacks won't be able to hit them. Even though they're barely surfacing, you could probably shoot at them with anything. So, if they don't have any of those three things I mentioned, I can just rain on them. They can see it, but they won't be able to do anything about it. I'll effectively have free reign over the coast. Or their ability to go underwater. Alright, I'm just gonna hit probably an hour on this recording and then stop it right here. well, you know, total for the video. Because the thing with M.A.X. is that for a lot of stuff to really happen, it takes a while. Because it's only 17 turns playing alone, and I've already spent like almost an hour. If that tells you how long this game takes. Like, even a short game takes a while. But I don't want to go to that right there because I'm going to get shot, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to move this back. Oh, awesome. Start getting these research centers up. So, you know, my concern with the ground attack plane is obviously the fact they have anti-aircraft. So I can't really do much damage with it. Although my best shot might actually just be get an air transport and just start transporting my own units around. But mostly I'm hemorrhaging fuel. Is going to be to... Alright, scouts are taken care of, so I don't have to worry about it. Start moving again. It will be to just... Actually, I lost my train of thought right there. Something. I mean, I could use a ground attack plane to go around here and just make sure they're not going to leave the island. Because that scanner's been there for the past 18 turns. They're not doing anything with this bridge. Next, there's that right there. Constructors available. I'm gonna go for the more raw material here instead of just the 1 extra gold. You know, the raw material must flow. It's a shitty U2000 reference, but I'm taking it. I actually might start building anti-aircraft guns around here for protection. Oh yeah, I could just use the fancy depot trick right there. I messed that up. Sorry. Alright, let's put this, just have it patrol the shipyard, or kinda right there. Okay, so right there. I have you go over here then. Wow. Okay, that is really nice. That is nice. Okay. It's 5 alien tanks. So blue's got to be over here at this point. I've not seen them on land anywhere else. And if I steal this, I'm gonna have a serious advantage in the war. Because I'll be able to have enough damage to soak up their attacks and just push on through. I'm still not sure why green has not moved past this bridge. Looks like they're trying to build something here. Could be another water platform. Still not seeing anything over there. Alright, barracks is done. We'll put the hangar over here after I build this. So I'm gonna get this over here. Yeah, I want to put this right here. And I'm gonna get a hangar so I can store air units in case I need to upgrade them. And then I can use the infiltrator for the barracks here. I haven't had it connected yet, but it won't be the biggest deal in the world if I don't have it connected right now. And also you can see right here, there's nothing here, but I already know that's the building is there, so I can't go there. So that's why it looks kind of funny. Alright, I might actually need to take this back over. Not sure where actually. Probably just go down here actually. Just kind of go with this one. And start exploring down here. Where's all the sea? Because sometimes there's extra mining stations out there. Well, there usually is. It's a good amount. There's 4 water platforms there. They might try to build something there. I just want to know if they're ever planning on completely finishing the bridge, or crossing it. Because here comes the constructor now. Alright. Alright, so blue's got to be in this corner over here. I don't see where else they could be. Actually, I think I've eliminated all the possibilities where else they could be. Four turns to the missile launcher. Alright, now I've got the submarine. Let's send this up. Because I can use the submarine and just take all this down right here. But I want to get to this first. I'm pretty sure it's a shipyard. And that's cool. I don't want that to. I'm running out of shots here. So it looks like they've already got a network of water platforms. So I'm actually wondering almost. Did alright, that's good. I'm not gonna be able to kill the other one. Hold on a sec. Blues lost their surveyor and 3 scouts. That's it. No one has ecospheres. What I want to know is, did I miss blue? I think blue could be on this island. I never went fully on the island because they would have expanded enough to make a presence over here. And they haven't really. So this is actually kind of weird. Yeah, I haven't really expanded. They're stuck to tiny islands that they don't have much room to build on. And I can... And that's how infiltrating works. Alright, so I guess the +2 gave me a little bit of a boost because I've already got an assault gun, which I really like. Alright, let's power this up. I'm gonna go for cost right away. It'll take a while, but it's worth it. Yep. Usually 10% you won't see much in terms of cost, but when you get 20%, it starts to make itself more visible. And then 30 and 40 you start seeing it climb up. 50 a lot just gets cut in half, and it feels really nice to be able to produce stuff so quickly and cheaply. Alright, I'm actually gonna get ground attack plane now. And this will be built in a turn, so I won't worry about fuel. Alright, so they did put something there. They moved the missile crawler. What? What's going on with these guys? So I don't think the campaign will just be harder simply just because of to get free stuff, mostly. Alright. So blue's not anywhere on this huge landmass, so they had plenty of room. They've got to be up here. Maybe they'll have to be this, thumbnail. Blue is here. Or something, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm at the hour I wanted to go to. So I'll finish this turn up and then save it. Yeah, sometimes you can't capture all the units at once, but hey, that's how it works. I don't see any heavier units, so I might actually just be able to slide it right on over. So no one right there. See how close I can get here. Push some boundaries. So I feel like they're just gonna let me walk in. I don't have time to go back up here and check. Alright, yeah, it's been roughly an hour. I also have everyone an hour 10, so. Well. Is this? Well, there's a turnout, so let me finish this up. So I guess I may as well kind of say it right now. If you guys have any feedback for me, whether it be comments or messages, please let me know. Figured I'd just post the second thing in the custom game, so I'm actually not sure what else I want to fully post yet, I guess how I want to say it. So I'm getting all this mining right here. I'm actually going to get maybe another light vehicle planner to start getting another habitat and getting more research centers up for the moment. But I might just get more military production in the beginning here, because I'm going to need air to get over here, really, because building a shipyard might be risky over here. I found Gray's last unit, so may as well try to kill that with my one shot. And yeah, I guess this turn then, because I have the nice stuff coming out. Yeah, it's not much, but that definitely covers it. So let's I think I'm gonna sell the movement stuff in motion here. There we go, let's put it up there. So, right now, I guess I'll recap it to also help finish it off. Gray's effectively defeated. They still have a surveyor running around that I can notice. I do have green kind of pinned in a corner, so I got that going for me. I have a little forward stationing post to yep, alright, there's enough for them to cross that bridge. Alright, I can't do that, but I will be able to shoot next turn. There you go, a little bit of action for you guys. Hopefully the music starts picking up right as I shoot. It's kind of great. I like it. Alright, I am out of shots. So time to just move back around and then we'll kill it later, I guess. Alright, so guess as always, this has been Holden, I is a Weird, and I will see you guys later.